super rad to come back and just continue building those relationships. It's just so warm to be here at the Grace House with the staff. Today we're gonna go to Pangani. We are gonna do an opening ceremony, so fun. I know the kids and the staff just work really hard to make it super comfortable and welcoming for us when we get there, so I'm excited to see what they have in store for us.
So today we were privileged to host our third annual Women's Conference here with Missions of Hope.
All in all, it was a fantastic day.
Amanda Bean asked me to speak at the boys conference, which I legitimately thought was going to be like 15, 20 people, which was not the case at all. I think we had over 800 kids that first day at Devoyne, and for me to be 9,800 miles away in a different country speaking to young boys about treating women better, it was a huge moment for me.
Well, one of the great opportunities that we were able to provide was that we made this trip easier for people who were getting along in their years that normally wouldn't be able to go on a trip like this. It's great to be able to support others to be able to go, but it's even more wonderful to be able to go yourself.
I think you're in for some surprises at many different levels. Second of all, you have a tremendous support team, not only at home, but the people that are with you. It's exciting. It's worth it.
So many of our team members were new team members who had never been on a missions trip before, so to be able to see just the excitement and the newness in them and to be able to encourage new believers has been very exciting for all of us, and I hope that next time you will join us on our trip.
So there are about 330 children at the school, most who had never seen a doctor or a healthcare provider, and so they had no record of any illnesses or height, weight, so we created a medical record for all those children. And in addition to that, we had opportunity to walk out into the community and interact with some of the community. And we also had an opportunity to create a medical education curriculum, which was shared with women and other people in the community to help identify the major health problems in that community.
Man, what a week it's been. Our powerful project was the solar project, and you can see the lights here behind us on our school buildings. There's no electricity here, and so we were able to bring power, the power of God and the power of solar to the Cargie schools.
We had an opportunity to be the team leads going into Turkana, do really specific things. We built homes, we worked at the school, there was a girls' conference, and there was a medical team. So actually there was 3 teams. And my team broke into a couple groups where we went out to build a number of different homes with the local materials, using our hands and working with the earth and actually building something that was really significant.
And these homes were then, with all of our team together, were dedicated, and we were able to dedicate each one of these homes to these special families.
It was really great to see how the Lord worked through the medical team and really loved on all the people that they encountered and we encountered, and we were able to share Christ's love with them and some of the gospel with them as well.
And then back over in Napu, we were able to do an after-school program for girls 4th grade through 9th grade. And every afternoon we had a different age group of girls that came, and God did some amazing things with those young girls.
We're here in Malawi and we have a great team of 8 people. You can see behind me that the solar project is in full swing.
I actually had the opportunity to work with 3 members of the staff in installing the solar panels, as well as with Alex. So we were able to get a lot done and really bonded and created a friendship, and we worked together hand in hand together. So it made it a really cool experience.
In addition to the solar project, we've been able to bring medical training to some of the staff here. CPR, first aid, bandaging. Another project we're really excited about is our VBS program. We're gonna see 1,700 kids through the VBS program. So we're just really excited to see how God's working through that. We also have a photographer here who is able to take portraits of some of the women here. Many of these people have never had photos taken. If they have, they may have been a photo from their wedding. These photos are beautiful, and it was so wonderful to be able to see the smiles on their faces.
You would see that smile was definitely something that I didn't expect. And now, you know, you hear people from Malawi saying, oh, Wakungola, Wakungola, which means beautiful, and to see how that wasn't said before, now how they're all saying it, is pretty great.
The building I'm standing in front of is actually the Namikango Maternity Clinic, where the clinic staff offers training for both prenatal and postnatal. They offer HIV testing and counseling for mothers and babies. They actually birth about 100 healthy babies every single month. It's a really, really wonderful building, and it's amazing to see what they're doing here. This solar power, both in this building and the building that I'm looking at right now, will provide a safer, more clean environment for mothers to give birth in. Overall, the work here that we've been able to accomplish in Malawi will bless so many people over years to come, and we are so excited to be able to partner with this clinic.
I had the opportunity to lead our trip to Niger. There were 13 of us that went, 12 women and 1 lucky man. And we had a super great time. We put on a camp for 400 kids. And sometimes 400, you think, is it really gonna be 400? No, 399 kids showed up, and it was awesome. They came from all over, everywhere, pouring out of trucks and vans and every kind of vehicle you could imagine. And they were beautiful. Girls and boys, and they had different colored t-shirts on, and red team, blue team, green team, yellow team. And we spent 4 days putting on this camp, and it was the greatest thing. We had people that did dramas, the most amazing experience to worship with them, so much energy, so much heat, so much sweating, so much awesomeness, like to worship God, even if it's in another language. It was phenomenal. We did this powder game, our Color Wars game, where they threw powder on each other and covered in head to toe different colors of powder, and it was the most awesome experience to watch them have these experiences that they wouldn't normally have. And so it really was the most amazing experience.
I had felt God calling me to go for many years on a missions trip, but I always felt like, why me and why now? I'm a mom of 3 kids, I have a husband, and so for me, it was like stepping past the fear and really just listening to God's calling on my life. And I think if anybody out there is just in the same position I was in, I would just say to trust. And I know that's so super difficult, but once you pass over like that line from fear to trust, like God uses you in such amazing ways.